Kings Jehoshaphat and Ahab. The first king Saul, then King David, then King David's son King Solomon. After the death of King Solomon, the kingdom was divided into two parts, Judah and Israel, and was ruled by many kings. In the 4th year of the reign of King Ahab of Israel, Jehoshaphat, son of Asa, became king of Judah at the age of 35, and he ruled in Jerusalem for 25 years. Like his father Asa, he too did what was right in the sight of the Lord. King Jehoshaphat made peace with the king of Israel. He had great wealth and honor. He then made a foolish alliance with King Ahab and Queen Jezebel of northern kingdom Israel, who worshipped false gods. He arranged a marriage between a member of his family and the family of King Ahab of Israel. A number of years later, Jehoshaphat went to the city of Samaria to visit Ahab. To honor Jehoshaphat and those with him, Ahab had a large number of sheep and cattle slaughtered for a feast. At the feast, King Ahab asked King Jehoshaphat, "Will you go with me to attack Ramoth?" Ramoth Gilead was a city in the nation of Aram, located on a mountain spur east of Jordan River Valley. Then King Jehoshaphat answered, "I am ready when you are, and so are my soldiers and my cavalry. But first let's consult the Lord." So Ahab called in the prophets, about 400 of them, and asked them, "Should I go and attack Ramoth or not?" They answered, "Attack it. The Lord will give you victory." Their leader Zedekiah made iron horns and said to Ahab, "This is what the Lord says. With these you will fight and totally defeat them." Then all the other prophets said the same thing. But King Jehoshaphat asked, "Isn't there another prophet through whom we can consult the Lord?" Then Ahab answered, "There is one more, Micaiah, son of Imlah. But I hate him because he never prophesies anything good for me. It's always something bad." "You should not say that," replied Jehoshaphat. Then Ahab called in a court official and told him to go and fetch prophet Micaiah at once. The official who had gone to get Micaiah said to him, "All the other prophets have prophesied success for the king, and you too better do the same." But Micaiah answered, "By the living Lord, I promise that I will say what he tells me to." When Micaiah appeared before King Ahab, the king asked him, "Micaiah, should King Jehoshaphat and I go and attack Ramoth or not?" Micaiah answered mockingly, "Attack, of course you will win. The Lord will give you victory." But Ahab replied, "When you speak to me in the name of the Lord, tell the truth. How many times do I have to tell you that?" Micaiah answered, "I can see the army of Israel scattered over the hills like sheep without a shepherd." And the Lord said, "These men have no leader, let them go home in peace." Then Micaiah concluded saying, "The Lord has made these prophets of yours lie to you, but he himself has decreed that you will meet with disaster." Then Ahab's prophet Zedekiah went up to Micaiah, slapped his face, and asked, "Since when did the Lord's Spirit leave me and speak to you?" Then Micaiah replied, "You will find out when you go into some back room to hide." Then King Ahab ordered one of his officers, "Arrest Micaiah and take him to Amon, the governor of the city, and Prince Joash. Tell them to throw him in prison and put him on bread and water until I return safely." Then Prophet Micaiah exclaimed, "If you return safely, then the Lord has not spoken through me." And he added, "Listen everyone to what I have said."